Hello, my name is Jaden and it is 3:30 on the 16th of April 2020. And I have decided, ridiculously last minute, since the day is pretty much over already, that I'm going to do the 2020 reading rush. The 2020 stay-at-home reading rush. And we'll see how it goes. Again, I probably won't read all 4 books in 4 days. But we'll try, because I have nothing better to do. Quarantine life. First thing I need to do if I'm going to do this, because I was kind of debating whether or not I wanted to do it anyway, and now the day is here, and I was still like, do I really want to do it? But I do. I've decided I do. So, yeah. So, first task. Pick my TBR. This is going to be interesting. And so, the TBR has been chosen. So, for a book that's going to make me smile, I have chosen All That She Can See by Carrie Hope Fletcher. Because I bought this book when it came out, like 3 years ago, maybe more than that, and I never read it. It still has the receipt in it on the very first page. I bought this, it went on my shelf, and I haven't touched it. Stick with books that I haven't read yet. Because I have a lot of books that I haven't read that I need to. These 3 are books that I bought this year. So, a book with a house on the cover. This is really, really thin, so if I finish this one really quickly, which I guarantee I will, I'm going to pick another one off my shelf. I'm pretty sure I have another book with a house on the cover somewhere that I just need to find. But yeah, this is The Canterville Ghost by Oscar Wilde. It's got a house on it. Really excited for this. I haven't read any Oscar Wilde yet, so that's going to be really fun to read. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This is my book that I can read in one place the whole time, because I feel like with how thin this is, I might be able to read this in one sitting. And that would be a feat for me. Obviously, I'm very, very excited for this as well. I've wanted to read this for years. And a book set in a place I wish I was, or want to visit. I don't remember exactly the wording of the prompt, but An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green, because, again, bought this year, can't wait to read it, and it is set in New York City, which is a place I've always wanted to go, and now, more than ever, I wish that the world was okay so I could be in New York. So yeah. That is our TBR for the next 4 days. All That She Can See by Carrie Hope Fletcher. The Canterville Ghost by Oscar Wilde, Picture of Dorian Gray, also by Oscar Wilde, and An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. I've got some reading to get started on. The photo prompts for this reading rush, the prompt for day 1 is your favourite place to read. So, this is mine. In my bed. This is my bed. I'm sat at the opposite end of it right now, because this is the spot where I actually read. So yeah, it's my trans flag, lots of light. It's a nice corner. I tend to move over to this corner when, like, later in the day when I don't have the light, because I have my my reading light here. But yeah, my bed. Super comfy. It's a lot later now, but I just realised I should probably tell you what book I'm starting this with. I'm starting with one of the longer ones. I'm starting with All That She Can See by Carrie Hope Fletcher. Now, this is just a dust jacket because the actual book is on my bed. But yeah, so this book, if I open to it, I'm going to read a section of the like description on the back of this inside here. Cherry has a hidden talent. She can see things other people can't, and she decided a long time ago to use this skill to help others. The rest of the town is concerned. She's simply the kind-hearted young woman who runs the local bakery. But in private, she uses her gift to add something special to her cakes, so that after just one mouthful, the townspeople start to feel better about their lives. They don't know why they're drawn to Cherry's bakery. They just know that they're safe there, and that's how Cherry likes it. She can help them in secret, and no one will ever need to know the truth behind her gift. This book was the one that I chose for a book that's going to make me smile, because it definitely seems like the kind of thing I'm interested in now more than ever, which is funny because the receipt that was in the copy of the book when I bought it says I bought this in 2017 when it came out, and I have never read this. But I feel like it's something I'm more likely to enjoy now than when I bought it, so that's interesting. But yeah, I am very, very excited to read this. Yay. Day one of the reading rush, and wasn't the most productive reading day. I read about 3 chapters. I might read some more tonight, later. But this is very enjoyable. Also, I love this cover. I love this book without the dust jacket on. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you're a fan of Carrie, you'll know that that is very cool. That's her logo for her YouTube channel. But yeah, also, all of this book, it looks like it's split into sections based on tarot cards, which is especially interesting to me because I'm fascinated by like witchcraft and tarot and stuff. And also these end papers are beautiful. Like, oh, it's so pretty. But yeah, so I am either going to edit this video and then either go to bed or I might read some more or I might watch a film or something. I don't know. But I'm going to finish this vlog now because I want to get this uploaded before the end of the day. So, bye! Morning. Now, in the last clip, I said that I was going to try and upload yesterday's video before the end of the day. But, as I sat down to edit, I decided I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make this whole reading rush experience one big video. Big might be a stretch, but one video. Otherwise I'd have 4 really short videos. So, it is 12 o'clock currently on the 17th of April. My cat's just broke into my room. It is 12 o'clock on the 17th of April, and so far I've read 1 more chapter of this. But I have spent a lot of this morning watching other booktubers reading Rush Day 1 vlogs, so that's been fun. I've showered, I'm ready to have some food and get back to reading because I love this. This was the best pick I could have made for a book that's going to make me smile, because I am 4 chapters in and I'm loving it. So, gonna get back to it. I haven't updated in a while, and got my book off the floor. I have not made a hell of a lot of progress, but I've just got back from taking my dog for a walk, had my dinner. Me and my family had a little government mandated. Me and my family had a little government mandated hour-long walk of the day with the dog. So I'm back now. I'm gonna read. I might dip into the Reading Rush Instagram live right now because that's happening at the moment, and Jesse the reader is currently doing that, so I might hop on that for a little bit. But yeah, I want to try and get maybe halfway through before midnight tonight. It's probably ambitious, but we're gonna try. I probably won't get to two of my books in my TBR, but I've figured out that this book counts for at least 3 of those points. At least 3 of the prompts. And then I can just squeeze in The Canterville Ghost for a book with a house on the cover. And actually no, this counts for 2 of the points. Place I want to visit because it's set in like a seaside town, like set in Plymouth, a nice English seaside town, and I love the English seaside, being English. And I really, really wish I could go there right now. And then, obviously, it's really making me smile at the moment, which is lovely. And then I can sneak in The Canterville Ghost because it's only like 100 pages, and that has a house on the cover, and I can read it in one sitting. So hopefully, I'll at least finish this and one other book before the end of the weekend. Fingers crossed. Since the challenge, the Instagram photo challenge for today is favourite bookmark, I currently can't find my favourite bookmark. I don't know where it went. I think I lost it last night or a couple nights ago while I was reading in bed. But it was an origami heart that I'd made that I could like. It was specifically an origami bookmark heart shape that I could put on the corner of the pages, and it was really cool. But I can't find that now, so what I'm using instead is this receipt that was in this book. This is the receipt from when I bought the book, because if you ever buy hardcover books, I don't know if it is everywhere, but at least in the Waterstones that I tend to go to, they put the book. Also, look at how gorgeous these end papers are. But they put the receipt when you buy the book in the front and the cover, and that's just what I ended up using as the receipt, as the bookmark for this book. So yeah, I guess not a favourite bookmark, but currently being used bookmark, I suppose. I have way too many bookmarks, but I cannot find most of them. Wow, this shot is really, really dark, but we're gonna stick with it because, yeah. So before I go to get into bed and read for a bit longer, I don't want to stay up too late tonight, because I did stay up quite late last night. So I don't want to stay up too late tonight, but I will try and get a lot more reading done today. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to finish this anytime soon, but we'll see. We can hope. But yeah, I want to talk a bit more about this, because this is a book that is by another YouTuber. Well, she's more than a YouTuber, she's a YouTuber and an actress and a whole lot of other things, called Carrie Hope Fletcher. And I think that a lot of her books are amazing. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I've only read this one. This is the back of it. I've only read this one. I'll hold it properly. I've only read this one, but I'm loving this so far. This was the best choice I could have made for a book that's going to make me smile, because it's about this woman called Cherry, who basically, she sees these monsters that are all of people's bad feelings. like every bad thing that someone could be feeling or something that someone is, like she sees people's narcissism, their selfishness, their impatience. She sees them as monsters that follow them around. And basically, to help these people, she learns that she can put all of her emotions that she's feeling into cakes and pies and lovely baked goods. So she opens a bakery to make all these people's feel better. She puts all of her good emotions into all these baked goods that she sells at her bakery, and people buy them and they start to feel better. And she's going on this big tour of, so far, England, specifically mostly the English seaside. I think this is predominantly set in Plymouth, which is a lovely place, by the way. But yeah, she goes on a tour of the English seaside, staying for as long as she feels she needs to. Anywhere between 2 months to a year and 6 months was her longest stay in Sheffield, I think it is, where she stays for a year and 6 months. She opens a bakery in these places, sells all the cakes she can, and then when she feels like her job is done, she packs up and leaves. And it's so lovely. The writing is gorgeous. The concept is amazing. This cover is beautiful. Our main character, Cherry, is actually raised by 2 dads. And she is a person of colour. She's a woman of colour as a lead character, which is fantastic. This is her on the cover. And I just love it. I am obsessed with this book. So I am going to shut up now, and I'm going to keep reading it, and I will see you in the morning. Good night. Oh, I look like this. It is 12 o'clock on day 3, and I have overslept a lot. I woke up at like 11:30, which is terrible, but I did get to page 107 last night of my book, and I'm going to hopefully read as much as I can now until 4 o'clock when I have D&D. I have a D&D Skype, like an online Discord D&D session tonight, which is going to be so fun. I'm so excited. We haven't played in weeks. I can't wait. But then, hopefully, I will be able to just read like the wind for the rest of the day. I'm fingers crossed hoping to get to at least like page 250 today, at least. But I don't know how long D&D is going to run, so we'll have to see. But I'm hungry, so first I'm going to make myself some food, and then I'm going to read as much as I can before 4 o'clock. Also, I said something about this book that makes me so happy. Right, when I said, when I picked this book, that it has like lots of tarot card type things, like if you look at the cover, I have the cover here, you've got tarot cards, there's the Hermit, and you've got the Magician reversed there. That's pretty awesome. So that got me really, really excited to read this book. Then when I opened the end papers, you've got more tarot cards. These end papers are gorgeous, and I want to talk about them forever. But on the first page, the first section is the Hermit. Now I should probably do some reading on what that actually means, but I've not finished this first section. But the first section is the Hermit, and that was really, really cool. That like they're splitting up the sections into tarot cards. But last night, when I was reading, and I turned over to page 107, I saw this. That says the Tower. I am a little bit scared, because in my limited knowledge, my very limited knowledge of tarot cards, I don't think that's a good thing. So I'm scared. I'm very scared. But also very, very excited for this. Also, the last chapter of the first section was called The Magician Reversed. And things have happened. No spoilers here. No spoilers here. I might do a full review of this though. That might be interesting. I've done a review video before. But yeah, no spoilers here. But that was awesome. I am in love with this book. I think this book cured my reading slump. This is great. It is now 8:30. It was a 4-hour D&D session. Just before the session I read about 30-ish pages, got to page 131, so more like 20-ish pages of the book, so not a lot, but I've had my dinner just before D&D, had my tea just after D&D, so I might, even though I've just had a 4-hour D&D session, I might take a little reading break, because that was a pretty intense session. If you play D&D, I need to like ease myself out of that. That was a pretty intense session. So I might go and make myself some coffee or something. Might watch a couple episodes of like Netflix or something on YouTube, and then we're gonna get back to reading, and I might stay up a lot later tonight. Even though I overslept today, I might stay up a lot later tonight, because hey, since I overslept today, I'm not as tired. So I might do that and see if I can get to at least page 200, I think is the goal. Because obviously this is day 3, so I want to finish this book by tomorrow. It's only like 300 and something pages, so we should be able to do it. I have hope. And if not, I'll just read The Cant of a Ghost halfway through the book, halfway through All That She Can See, because why not? It's a 100-page short story, and it counts towards the challenge. So, while I'm in my room, the photo challenge for today is your shelves. So this is my shelf. It doesn't look great. I know it doesn't look great. It's got all kinds of stuff on it, but this is my one shelf that I have. These aren't all of my books. I have more books scattered around the house and in different parts of my room, but this is my number 1 shelf, because I don't really have room on my other shelves. But yeah, this is my number 1 shelf. But I climb up here. Here we've got the Uglies trilogy. We've got this really cool, this is a light. This. It's a Hogwarts light. We've got some Jacqueline Wilson down there, hiding behind a duck. Books that I haven't read are Eve of Man, The Tattooist of Auschwitz. I got that for my birthday last year. They both die at the end, which I really want to read, but I just haven't got round to it yet. As with most. Unpopular opinion, I do not like The Knife of Never Letting Go. I started reading about half of it and then I just didn't enjoy it, so I stopped. We've got the Hunger Games down there. We've got 2 Jack Skellingtons and a Sally, and I still want the rest of the Night Vale. I still want the rest of the Nightmare Before Christmas Funko Pops, but they're really hard to find. Oh yeah, and If We Were Villains, which I am obsessed with the idea of reading. I really, really want to read it, but the vibes haven't been right. I bought that in January, so I bought it at the very start of the year. The first book I bought of the year, and I'm just waiting for the right vibes. That's the reason I haven't read a lot of these, because I'm waiting for the right vibes. But yeah, there is my very underwhelming and not as impressive as most booktubers bookshelf. So it is the 4th and final day of the reading rush, and it's going pretty well for me. I've got to page 200, so I have about 150-ish pages left to read, and I'm praying that I can read that today. Hopefully I will. And then if I also read The Canterville Ghost, which is only 65 pages, I will have still completed all of the prompts without reading all 4 of the books that I read. So that's a good thing. Because I can read The Canterville Ghost in one place, all in one place, because it's only 65 pages, so it's all in one reading. Because I can read The Canterville Ghost in one reading, so because it's only 65 pages, so that's good, and it has a house on the cover, and then all that she can see is set in a place that I would like to travel to, because I like the seaside, and Plymouth's a nice place, and it's really made me smile these last few days. I am loving it so much. Things are getting steamy and I am excited, so I'm going to stop talking and read some more, because things are happening, and like, seriously, last night, like, there was a change, like, there was a thing happened, and I can't say any more than that without spoiling the book, so please read this book, it's so good. Please, I need people to talk about it with. I'm gonna go back to reading now. Managed to make a whole lot of progress since this morning. but I'm over halfway through, which is good. I'm like one chapter away from the next section, which is very, very exciting. And it's so bright and sunny outside. And I was gonna go for a walk today. I was thinking about going for a walk today. I'm gonna move my flag curtains out of the way because I'm more light. But I was thinking about going for a walk today, but my D&D group decided we're going to do another session today at 4, which is like half an hour. So either we'll do a shorter session and I'll get to go on a little like sunset walk, and I might read in a park somewhere, potentially, I'm not sure. Or we'll end up accidentally doing a much longer session and I will miss out on all this lovely sunshine. But honestly, sitting here by my window is plenty of sunshine for me, so we'll see. We're doing another session today because we've decided that because we're all indoors, we have time, so we might as well. So yeah, I'm just kind of basking in the sunshine in my window. I'm just kind of basking in the sunshine in my window. And I'm going to try and get a bit more of this read before I get the notification that our game's starting. D&D Online is an interesting experience. I'm not sure if I like it yet or not. But I've only had one session, so that's we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, and this is so good. I can't wait to finish it. I'm praying I finish it today. I might do. Hopefully I will. We'll have to see. So it is dark now. Just finished another 4-hour D&D session. I probably will not finish the book that I was going to read in these 4 days now, but it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It was a fun little challenge for me. I also didn't get to read outside, like, at all. But, hey, it was worth it. D&D was incredibly fun. I have missed this campaign so much. That was intense, and I loved every second of it. So, yeah. I'm going to get back to reading now. I've completely messed up my hair, but I'm going to get back to reading now. And then maybe I'll stay up super late tonight and read a whole bunch and I might finish it in time. Maybe I won't. We'll have to see. But again, I also might throw in the Canterville Ghost, like if I feel like I don't really feel like reading All That She Can See, which I can't do right now. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go back to reading now. So as the last day of the stay-at-home reading rush comes to a close, I have not finished All That She Can See. I did read The Canterville Ghost. I still have a couple of hours left of the day, so I might, when I get into bed, I might be able to finish it, but I don't know. I will do a wrap-up video in the morning, or just tomorrow, before I upload this video, to like put on the end of this to like talk about like my thoughts on the books that I read and the experience as a whole, first ever reading rush and all that. But yeah, I've read this now, so that counts for 2 of the challenges. At least I did 2 of them. So during this readathon I read 2 books. I read The Canterville Ghost by Oscar Wilde, which I loved. I don't think I mentioned what this is about, actually, but this is about an American family that move into a manor house type place in England that they are told is haunted. But they don't believe that it's haunted, so every time the ghost does something spooky, they don't believe it. They don't believe that it's the ghost, and they just handle it and eventually drive the ghost insane. It's very, very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. is also only 65 pages. So this was my book. So this was my book with a house on the cover, and my book that I read in one room, because I read it in one sitting. And this was my book set in a place I would like to be, because it is set in a seaside town, and I love the seaside. I love going on holiday to little seaside villages and stuff. And a book that made me smile, because this was such a fun read. I'm actually still reading it. I'm a couple of chapters away from the end, but it was such a fun read and I had a great time. But yeah, overall, this was a really, really good experience. I had a lot of fun reading. I don't think I've ever read a book this quickly before. Or at least not for a very long time. When I was a kid, I used to read really, really fast. But I don't think I've ever read a book, this much of a book, in such a short amount of time. I probably could have finished it if I didn't have 2 D&D sessions back to back during this time period. Because I would have had more time and not like 4-hour stretches of no reading. But it was really, really fun, and I'm really looking forward to the one in the summer, because I think they said they were going to be doing another one this summer around the time they would normally do it. So I'm really, really looking forward to that, because I want to do this again and hopefully read the rest of the books on my list, because like I said, I had 4 books. I had 1 book for each prompt, just in case, and I know I wouldn't get to it, but I tried, and I made some really, really good progress. But yeah, this was a really, really fun experience, and I cannot wait to do this kind of thing again. But yeah, bye!